Hello, I'm Madbarak and I'd like to show you my collection of Pokémon games because Pokémon games are awesome! The first game I played was Pokémon Blue. I played it on Game Boy Color and I really liked the game. Even though I didn't know any English back then and I had to play it very slowly and I had to use advices in magazines because I didn't understand the story just from playing the game, I really liked it. My second game was Pokémon Crystal, however I don't have the cartridge because when I got another Pokémon games I sold Pokémon Crystal to my schoolmate. But I was really excited to switch from Pokémon Blue to Pokémon Crystal because there were many new awesome things like changing the day and night and new Pokémon, new moves and things like that. I really liked the graphic changes because I had Game Boy Color as my first game console, and when I played Pokemon Blue on Game Boy Color I couldn't use all the possibilities of its graphic display, but with Pokemon Crystal it was pretty good. Then there was a long break because I didn't have any newer console I could play the newer games on, but then I got Game Boy Advance, and this is Pokémon Ruby. This is the game which I played most out of all Pokémon games ever. I really enjoyed Pokémon Ruby version. My friend from primary school had Sapphire version and we played kind of together. Then another friend got Pokémon Emerald. I really wanted to play Pokémon River Fire Red, but in the end I didn't get them. However, I got a new console, Nintendo GameCube, and I played this Pokémon XD Gale of Darkness. Many people say that this is not the RPG game from the main series, but it uses the same game mechanics as other Pokémon games from the main series, so I consider it to be a real Pokémon game. And it was kind of interesting because it was a television game, it had much better graphics, it was the first Pokemon game with 3D graphics, so it was really nice. There was not the classical story with stadiums and Pokemon leagues, etc., but there were many malicious teams and it was kind of interesting to play. Then I got a Nintendo DS in the variant DS Lite, and I played this Pokemon Pearl version. I wasn't really excited by the story of the game or the gameplay. However, at this time I started to play the games competitively and I started to take really seriously. So I spent a lot of time on Pokemon Pearl 2. Later I played Pokemon Diamond version, and maybe you think it's strange that I play Diamond when I had Pearl 2, but the reason why I switched from Pearl to Diamond was that this Pearl was from America and I wanted to play Pokemon VGC in Berlin, and they required players to use only European version of the cartridges. I don't know why, but I had to buy a European version, and when I already had Pokemon Pearl I bought Pokemon Diamond European version, but still in English. I didn't want to play the German one. Because in the time I played these games I already knew English, so it was pretty comfortable to play the games in English. There were some friends who played the games in Japanese to be able to play them earlier than we were able to play them in English, but I was not so much enthusiastic to try this. Another game was Pokemon Platinum. Now you can see that I have all three games from this main series, Pearl, Diamond and Platinum, and Platinum was the best of all the games because it contained the Giratina distortion world and some differences in the story. But my most favorite Pokemon game from the 4th generation, and I think that it is my most favorite game ever, was this Pokemon Heart Gold. It is a remake of games Gold, Silver, Crystal, and it's a really great remake because it uses the game mechanics of 4th generation, and I really like the game mechanics of 4th generation. I think it was the best game mechanics ever, and it uses the great story from Gold, Silver, Crystal, which is set into beautiful worlds Johto and Kanto. And there are many improvements since these old games. And I especially like this game because back then I didn't finish playing Crystal. Actually, Crystal was the only Pokemon game I didn't play to the end because I got lost somewhere between Cerulean City and Power Plant. I didn't know English back then, so I couldn't understand how to get the spare part for the Power Plant. I wasn't able to get the last 3 badges and defeat the defeats Ash at the top of Mount Silver. So I got an opportunity to do all of this in this Pokemon Heart Gold. When I played this Pokemon Heart Gold, my brother played Pokemon Soul Silver, and we played the games kind of simultaneously, and it was very interesting, especially in the parts when I was searching for a Ho-Oh and he was searching for Rugia. The places were very different from each other, and it was really interesting to compare these 2 versions of the game. I also like that in this version of games the story is not completely linear, because after Aquatic City you can decide to go either to the west or to the east, and when I played Crystal I went to the west to Olimine City, but when I played Pokemon Heart Gold I decided to go to Mahogany Town to east first. Well, so it was a really great game for me, and there was also more connection with the Pokemon because you had the Pokemon going behind you. It was always the first Pokemon from your party, and there was the special gadget Pokewalker, which was kind of Pokemon pedometer with some improvements, and you could connect it to your game and send some Pokemon to this Pokewalker. So I really enjoyed this version. When the 5th generation of games came, I was kind of disappointed. I didn't like the story that much. I didn't like that there were so many new Pokemon. Actually, there were more new Pokemon in the 5th generation than the total number of Pokemon in the 1st generation. And I didn't like the sprites. I didn't really like the story or the world. So it was kind of bad game for me, but I played it competitively a lot in this generation, and I really enjoyed the competitive play. Then Black 2 White 2 came, and I also got this game. It was kind of better than the previous. There were more Pokemon from the older generations, and the story was kind of improved, but it was not a significant difference. As for the 6th generation, I decided to buy Pokémon Y. It was a good game. I really liked the game, and again I played the game competitively and I really enjoyed it. I think it was a very good game for everybody, maybe with one exception, and it's that the game was too easy, because with the new X-Point share item I think the levels of opponents should have been higher in order to provide some challenge to the players. And because I really enjoyed playing Pokemon Ruby, this was like the best game of my childhood, I also decided to buy this remake, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. I decided to buy Sapphire instead of Ruby. Alpha Sapphire was a really great game. This game also had a demo in the Nintendo eShop, and I played the demo a lot before I got this game, and when I got this game I played it a lot and I really enjoyed this game. And the last game I bought is Pokemon Sun. I haven't finished these games because I don't have so much free time now, but I like the game and I believe I will continue to play it towards the end. I also wanted to show you some beautiful packages these games came in, and this is the package of Pokemon Heart Gold. It's really in gold color, and my brother got this version Soul Silver in this beautiful silver package. Another games with interesting packages were Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. This is my brother's Omega Ruby. This is the package, and this is a steelbook, and the steelbooks are beautiful. This is my Alpha Sapphire. Again, the package, and the steelbook, which I really like, and the 7th generation games Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon also have nice package, and this steelbook, and these steelbooks have beautiful sign on the other side. This is Pokemon Moon, which is played by my brother. Again, the package and this steelbook is really beautiful, especially the sign.